Hello, Falcon Paladin fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft Legacy of the Void. Today is going to be a Masters level compilation, which just means it's going to be a few games of Masters level gameplay sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with a subject of Masters game. Well, not everything says that, but you get the idea. Our first game of this Masters level compilation will be between Jeff and Barcode here on Catalyst, the latter edition. In the top left-hand corner of the map, it's going to be the red Protoss player, a Barcode from LGST. And in the bottom right-hand corner, the blue Terran player, Jeff from QT Club. Excellent. I do see a very sneaky SCV up here from Jeff. What you going to do, Jeff? It's got to be a proxy barracks, right? Maybe a proxy factory. Yeah, he's waiting. He's not going to throw out a... Oh, just kidding. He is throwing down a barracks. He was waiting for money. He wasn't waiting for that barracks to finish so he could toss down a factory. So going to be some cheese here out of Jeff. The Protoss player really shouldn't have a reason to scout this way, but maybe is anyway. Oh my gosh. Oh, the probe. This is why you worker scout for cheese, because you see this stuff. Hey, check it out. Double barracks here. Another barracks going up back home by Jeff. That's hilarious. Good game, says Barcode. Is it over? Nope. Canceling the barracks. Is my sound way super low? It was at 100%. When I popped in here earlier today, so I don't remember what it was. All right, I think that's good. I think that's probably good. Probe versus SCV battle. SCV gonna win that thing. Boom. But 3 more probes show up to try to make sure this barracks never gets completed. SCV forced to flee for its life. Yes, the barracks I think has to be canceled. There's no way. I mean, sure, Jeff did manage to pull 4 probes off the line for Barcode, and that's okay. But at the same time, only has 1 barracks back home right now, where the gateway's already done for Barcode. Again, if you're worried about Reapers hopping up into your main base, this is a ledge you need to worry about. Throw one of your buildings here, and Reapers can only come in through the front, which is a lot easier to defend. So keep that in mind. 2 very injured, very shamed SCVs are coming home right now. I know, guys. I know. It's very sad you have to come home, but all of us fail sometimes. It's just a matter of getting back up and trying again. Another Nexus. Well, I guess that's a natural Nexus. I would call it another Nexus if it was a 3rd Nexus, but I probably misspoke there. Cybercore coming in for our Protoss player. And what is the plan, Masters noobs? Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, are you a GM level player who's playing against a Masters level player? It seems possible. It seems possible at this level of StarCraft. You do kind of end up playing people outside of your league sometimes. Just because I mean, again, Platinum, Diamond, and Gold are the biggest leagues in StarCraft, and Masters and GM are not that big. They really aren't, relatively speaking. So factory done here for Jeff. Gonna do that swap action. Gosh, it's so hard for me to know. This is the last time, I promise. Last time, we're gonna bump up the sound effects. All right. All right, music sounds good. I do like the music level. Let me know in the comments what you think. I know I mess with it a lot, but that's because the settings get changed sometimes. I don't know if it's the updates that do it, if sometimes the updates are a problem, because I did just run an update for StarCraft 2. Not a balance patch update, but just a regular old bug fix and enhancement update. Yeah, double pumping Cyclones here is Jeff. I like that very much out of him. Cyclones versus Protoss, pretty fantastic, especially if they're going Stalker. And against Immortals, they're not bad too. It's just they take bonus damage from the Immortals to themselves, and that can be pretty hairy. Any sign of an expansion here from Jeff? I don't see one. I do not see one at all. Meanwhile, double gateway on the way here from Barcode. He is starting Immortal production. Does he already have an Observer? He skipped Observer, which seems a little iffy, dude. I mean, Cloak Banshees aren't a worry right now. I mean, maybe they should be. No, that's a medevac. That is definitely not a Banshee because there's not a tech lab on that starport. All right, Cyclones. Here we go. 2 Oh, man. There is a shield battery here, but I don't know if that's enough to hold this. Oh, Barcode player, you're in so much trouble right now. All right, there goes the pylon powering that shield battery. There goes another pylon that was coming up. Probes running for their little probey lives. 2 of them do end up going down. There's your Immortal, though. Oh, that the force fields dropping the Cyclones in. Goodbye, Cyclones. Yeah, Immortal versus Cyclone. I mean, fantastic play by that Immortal, saving the day. A little smiley face. This is a very chatty Protoss player. Kind of like it, honestly. I mean, calling your opponent a noob, not something I can really condone, but at the same time, he was getting cheesed. And when you get cheesed, sometimes your temper gets the better of you. Liberator's in production here for Jeff. Moving out with the medevac is Jeff. 3 Widowmines in this medevac? Yeah. And again, no detection. No detection for the barcode player. Oh my goodness. This is bad. No oracles either. Oh, does he see this? He sees this. Sentries are the anti-air, and there's a single stalker here. Get in. Get in. Drop the Widowmine. Can you burrow it in time? The answer is yeah. And he gets a nice shot off there. How many probes went down? 6 probes have been killed. Well, in total, probably 3 right there. And didn't even bother to drop them here at the natural base. There's only 2 probes. I guess he figured it wasn't worth it. The thing about, again, think about Widowmines is that if once they explode, once they fire, they are no longer cloaked. And so you can take them down. So if a Widowmine fires and kills 1 or 2 probes, it just isn't really worth it. Not really worth it, as it turns out. There's a Warp Prism coming in for the barcode player. A natural is finally being constructed by Jeff at the 5-minute mark. And a Liberator trying to sneak up here into the main base of barcode. There's not really a good spot Liberators can sit and pick stuff off without getting hit by anything. Yeah, that's a warpin of... Oh, is that a slow warpin? Oh, it's a slow warpin. Pull the probes. Pull the probes. Good job pulling the probes, but the Stalker's inside the circle. Oh, that one is 2? Wow, 2 free Stalkers not canceled there by the barcode player. An attack coming up the front here with a couple of Immortals and a couple Stalkers and a couple of hallucinated Phoenix, which are absorbing Widowmine shots. That is something, yeah, that's really good to know. And another hallucinated Phoenix going to trigger yet another 2. Oh, almost got that other one to trigger there. There's still 2 Widowmines here, though. Okay, so picking off from distance. Trying to make sure that the Widowmines aren't going to fire. And, oh, they just finished off an Immortal. Oh, man. Yeah, bad times. Bad times, Mr. Barcode player. But I think he's okay. 2 Immortals, couple Sentries, Stalker, going after this natural base of Jeff's. And the natural base forced to lift off. What do you have, Jeff? These 2 Immortals are really, really scary. There's a Viking. Doesn't seem like it's going to be enough here. And this Factory's going to die too before the Cyclones come out. Is it? I think it is. Can't they get out in time? It's going to be a race to the finish. No! Jeff! Jeff, no. Oh, got a tank, but it's dead immediately. Okay, that's it. Isn't that it? Like, I don't... Unless these SCVs are somehow incredible SCVs. Oh, right. Widowmines and Liberator murdering stuff in Barcode's base. Another Widowmine here. Dude, you got to kill that. You have to kill that. Meanwhile, the SCV is good positioning here by the Barcode player, making sure the SCVs cannot surround. SCVs that can surround is really, really bad news. But again, back home, still got this Liberator to deal with for Barcode. He has some money in the bank, but he's really focused on this. And a Liberator comes in to play defense for Jeff. Picks off one of the Stalkers, gets another shot on the Immortal. And Barcode can't get up that ramp anymore. Oh, wow. All right, so Barcode... It's 14-4 Harvesters, which seems like it's a big favor for the Protoss player. Okay, I think he finished off that Widowmine with these workers. That seems pretty good news. Liberator after the probe. Oh, probes don't work. Don't come back to work here. Stalker trying to find an angle from which to kill this Liberator. Can't it find one? No. Yes. Yes, it can find one. All right, so Liberator can't sit there forever. Meanwhile, going back to work inside the main base. It's 14-4 Harvesters right now. Oh, man. Protoss player, and is happily mining too, should be super up right now. It's 2 bases to 1 base. Mules are good, Jeff. I understand that mules are good. Income is actually fairly even because mules are good, despite the 14-5 Harvester discrepancy where your Protoss player is up right now. Man, this has been a jam-packed 8 minutes so far. I hope the rest of the compilation is this good. Again, I don't watch the games before I cast them if they're Masters or GM. I just generally try to cast what I can. All right, Barcode, making probes, working on Stalkers, working on Zealots, which I find fairly interesting. You still have your Cyber Core. I don't know what Zealots are going to do for you here. Oh, he's warping them in at the front. Does he have enough Stalkers to handle the Liberator is the question, though. Don't know. We'll have to see. Come on. Come on, Barcode. You can do it. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Oh, Liberator back in the natural base. Barcode. How many kills you have? 8. Well, now you have more than that, specifically 10. And Liberator knows to get out of there before Stalker shows up to shoo her away even further. Is there any defense here in the main base? Dude, you got to leave a couple Stalkers at home. I mean, I guess you really want to break this front, but that tank Liberator Widowmine combo is pretty good. It's really pretty great here. Liberator back in the main base. Hallucinated Phoenix comes in, absorbs a Widowmine shot. Beautifully done. Liberator racking the kills up. 13, 14, 15 kills on this Liberator. Able to get back out of defender mode and out of there before the Stalker warps in, because this Pilot is not touching that Nexus, and the warping time is 16 seconds. Oh, Stalker waiting. This is what we needed the whole time from Barcode. Is the waiting Stalker to kill the Liberator. All right, still 16 to 11 Harvesters. That Liberator really evened up the worker count very nicely for Jeff there. So that's how you can get back in a game that you're down in, and it's harassment. Oh, full medevac, no. Full medevac, good reaction time. Getting the full medevac out of there. Ooh, lost a... I don't know what that was. What just died there? Something just died there. To that tank and the Liberator fire, I think simultaneously. That was... Oh, Warp Prism. Oh, he's going to bypass the front. He's going to bypass the front, try to get inside the main by Warp Prism shuffling in here. I mean, it's going to force Jeff to react here. Fairly interesting. Here we go. Pop, 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 pop. Everybody coming on over. Single Viking trying to stop this. No, Stalker stay. Get out. Get out. Dude, get in the mineral line. Send the Zealot down to the mineral line while this engagement is going on. The tank able to fire. Take out the Stalkers, though. Immortal inside the defender mode circle, too. Stalker's trying to get rid of the tank. Immortal at the front, not quite sure what to do with itself. The entire attack, it's generally cleaned up. Barcode player. Oh, complains. Complains about the misclick. That attack did not go very well at all for the Protoss fellow. Is he coming back in? Kind of coming back in. He's got the Immortal. He's got the Stalkers. Goodbye. Tank on the low ground. Forced to evacuate the natural base entirely. But what do we got? Widowmine drops. Widowmine drops from Jeff inside Barcode's main base. Natural base for Jeff looks like it's going to die here. Immortal has 12 kills and 25 hit points for its whole orbital command. Can it escape and land and get a mule off? I don't know. I don't know if it actually can here or not. Mule tossed down, not enough. Premature, preemptive mule. Barcode player, yeah, more stuff. More Widowmines killing your things up here, dude. He really needs to just throw, yeah, 2 more shots. 45 probes have died in the first 11 minutes of this game. It's 19 to 7 Harvesters now. What is going on? So yeah, Jeff lost his natural, but his opponent has 7 probes. The Widowmines are absolutely crushing the Protoss player. Dude, throw a cannon in your mineral line. Just put one in there. I don't know, a couple Stalkers remaining would not be bad either. Warp Prism trying to do more stuff, but Liberator's chasing it away. This is not looking good for the Protoss player right now. I know I was saying that about Jeff about 3 minutes ago, but boy, how the tides have turned. Adept tries to do some stuff inside the main of Jeff 2, gets shut up, down, and shoved away by this tank with an amazing 1 kill. This guy's got 4, though. This guy's been sitting up on this ledge for a while. He's got 4 kills. Oh, another orbital command was made by Jeff, and he's making a 3rd one, too. So Jeff's going to go ahead and land in his natural base location. Widowmines could go back in at any time because Barcode refuses to defend his main with static defense or anything at all. Really, what does he have? 2 Immortal, 6 Stalkers, and a Warp Prism. Where are they? Oh, here they are. Here they are. All right, trying to come back over this way with a medevac. Nope, Stalker's ready. I mean, Jeff's awareness with his medevac has been really good. Really good in this game. Hasn't lost a single one, has he? No. Nope. Oh, Widowmine fires, gets 2 kills, picks up, moves out. Jeff recognizes, you know, take what you can get. Take what you can get and come back in later when the Protoss player is otherwise very, very distracted. 63 to 37 total supply. Jeff is up, and I feel like Jeff is in command. It's going to be 6,400 resources lost for Barcode compared to 52 for the Terran player Jeff. It's got tanks, it's got Liberators, it's got Widowmines working out of 2 factories right now, creating more tanks, more Widowmines, and some Vikings. Suppose he is worried about this Warp Prism causing him problems in the future. His Viking count is actually surprisingly, well, he's got 1. So he lost some? He lost 1. All right, fine. All right, he's not going crazy with a Viking, just has the single Viking in the sky. And he's making a fusion core, so that's probably just for advanced ballistics. I'm not sure if we're going to see battle cruisers here or not, but I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no to the battle cruisers at all. All right, Barcode, where are you at? Barcode, Sentries, Immortals, Stalkers. Oh, wouldn't mind finishing off the Warp Prism. Oh, the Barcode player's having a bad day. He's so chatty. I don't think Jeff has said anything this entire time. Hey, Jeff, have you said anything this entire time? No. I don't think you have. Anyway, Widow Mines have been a major portion of Jeff's army here at the Masters level, which is just nuts. I can't believe he's making them work as well as he is. Again, they were kind of nerfed into oblivion. Dude, don't go in there. There's several tanks. There are 4 tanks here and 2 Liberators and a missile turret. I mean, sure, you can make the Widow Mines... Well, you could make the Widow Mines engage, except Jeff lifted them. Unburrowed them for that very purpose. And, yeah, you can't break that. You're not going to break that with your current very ground-based army. I almost feel like you need... like Void Rays or something? Void Rays would be super good here. The Liberators do nothing against them. A single missile turret's a problem. Widow Mines are a bit of a problem there too, but I guess there are Vikings out as well. Maybe that's not what he wants. What do you want, Barcode player? Archons would not be bad. Tempest would be kind of interesting, except they stink. Oh my gosh, he's getting weapon refit and a second fusion core. Does he... what? That's the only upgrade there is. Why are you making 2 fusion cores? Jeff is confused. He's a little confused in the head. Widow Mines burrowing themselves in the natural base. Good pull up the probes by the Barcode player, losing a Widow Mine in the process, dropping here in the main. Good job, probes getting out of there once again, sacrificing a probe to the process, recognizing it's better than losing a whole bunch. And Stalker going to be lost to this one too. Goodbye. Goodbye, Stalker. And goodbye, Widow Mines. So 52 probes have been killed. I mean, it's a lot of SCVs too, right? 25. 25 is not a small number, but Jeff's up 39 to 26 total harvesters. We're kind of stabilizing here. A little teeny tiny bit, but there's battle cruisers in production for Jeff. Did I mention that? He's supply blocked, which is not great, but he's making battle cruisers. He's got the weapon refit. Yeah, there's no other upgrades here. There used to be an upgrade for the starting energy for battle cruisers, but then they just put all their energy, all their specialties with the cooldown method, and that's not really a problem anymore. Dark Shrine. Oh, a Dark Shrine. Here from Barcode. When behind, Dark Shrine. A saying that I heard first, I think, from Day 9. Speaking of Day 9, last Wednesday, he had a really interesting Twitter episode where he tweets, "Everyone, my car has been stolen. My show tonight is canceled until further notice. I don't know what to do. I'm going to call the police." And then I've called the police. They say 40% of stolen cars are recovered. And there was one about, oh, my magic cards were in the trunk of that car. And he's just freaking out. His car was stolen, like out of his driveway, I guess, or his parking spot. And then a few hours later, he goes, "Okay, guys, it turns out I flew home yesterday. And I drove my car to the store to pick up some food, and then I walked back. And I totally forgot I had driven my car to the store, and that's where it was the whole time." So I laughed. I really laughed. I love Day 9. I mean, being jet lagged is a pretty good excuse, but man, to forget where you last left your car is a difficult thing. Of course, this is coming from me, who forgets a lot of things and has a really bad short-term memory, so maybe I shouldn't be one to talk here. Anyway, Widow Mines dropping back inside the main base of Barcode, trying to get some kills on these probes before they're picked off and destroyed because they are going to die. Oh, target firing that sentry. I think that was intentional by Jeff. I think that was micro. Fantastical. More battle cruisers continuing here for Jeff. Are you kidding me right now? Are you seriously battle cruisering? I mean, short answer, yes. I really can't think of what else is going on here. Third base is done by Barcode. Third base is done in Appley Mining for Jeff, and it's a planetary fortress. So I think that wins. I think that wins the race here. APM for these players, about 150, 194 on average for Barcode, and 125 for Jeff. Jeff's not playing super fast, mind you, but doing all right. And the battle cruisers, which, let's see, High Templar not great against them. Archon's better. Archon's better against them. Stalker's really good against them. Immortals and Zealots obviously bad because they can't shoot up. But it's 141 to 76 total supply. I just kind of feel like at this point Jeff should just move. He's got 3 Vikings, 2 Liberators, 7 tanks, and 2 battle cruisers. I think that's enough to deal with, what, 4 Stalkers, 2 Archons, 2 Immortals, and 4 Zealots. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's enough. Did he just fire another? Widow Mine's got 2 kills. I don't think any more Widow Mine's fired. Well, I wasn't paying attention there. Pylon in the bottom left-hand corner. Sensor tower comes up at the third base for Jeff. Another forward pylon here. I think these are just for scouting drops, as they exist solely for that up this left side. Widow Mine, I think, died before it killed anything else. 58 probes have been killed. Good golly. Miss Molly. Barcode is catching up in worker count, though. It's only 44 to 51 harvesters. Jeff trying to go for a fourth base here. Looks like he's building that and another command center. He's expanding his face-off. His macro right now is very, very, very good. Yeah, I think Jeff has this. He's up 60, 70 supply on his opponent right now. And only a little bit up in worker count, which means his army is huge. Again, a lot of that is battle cruiser. These take 8 supply. Am I right about that? Yay, 6. 6 supply per battle cruiser. And it just adds up. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. That's a 30 supplier right here. That's what it is. That's the difference. That's half the difference of these battle cruisers. And Jeff, again, not really being that aggressive except for the Widow Mine drops and the Liberator attempts. Just harassment. He hasn't really moved out at this point. Barcode has been the one to actually bring his army across the map and try to do stuff. And he might be able to take out this fourth base depending on the response time for Jeff here. But I think if he just jumps how many the battle cruisers and brings some tanks over. The thing is, the tanks are playing defense. The tanks are not really in a position to defend this base. But here we go. Before that planetary fortress finishes, coming in as Barcode, getting rid of those missile turrets, forcing a cancel on the PF. It lifts, tries to retreat. Zealots on top of stuff. Archons trying to finish off Widow Mines as well. But that fourth base is toast. I don't know that Jeff really even totally responded to that. Oh, making 2 Stargates. Is he coming back in? Yeah, man. Oh, there's a cannon now, though. Look at that. Look at the power of static defense. Falcon Paladin fans, it is so good. It is such a good power. It means these probes can come back and continue to harvest from this one mineral field that they have. It's just so inefficient. But, I mean, he's pretty well saturated everywhere else. He needs a fourth is what he needs. Really needs a fourth. And that's picking off that Widow Mine before we could fire on the Stalkers and kill yet another one. Another engagement coming on. Here are the battle cruisers pretty much by themselves. I don't think Barcode saw this. There's the ... What? He says, Yamato cannons! Chasing those Archons away. Oh boy. Run, says Barcode. Run from the battle cruisers. Guardian shield is up. That should mitigate the damage fairly well from these BCs, but here we go. Battle cruisers on top of everything. There's the tactical jump. Where did they go? They tactical jumped offensively. This is something you're not supposed to do, but he's going inside the main base. He's absolutely trying to kill pylons. Oh, there's the recall, though. There's the recall. Archons, Stalkers right under these battle cruisers. Stalkers trying to get rid of these guys if they can, and they do manage to kind of chase them away there. Yamato cannon firing. Goodbye, Stalkers. Goodbye, Immortal. Actually, that's good, too. Oh, a couple Vikings show up to get immediately destroyed for their trouble. That was not great. Fourth base being replanted by Jeff. Nicely done, Jeff. Battle cruisers kind of harassing here. Again, this is basically what Jeff's been doing the entire game, is a harassment kind of a play. Oh, depowering 2 warp gates, getting rid of a Stargate here, making more Stargates, and attacking at the same time as Barcode, so he knows what he's doing. He is aware of what he's doing right now. Taking both of these pylons down, depowering the cyber core, warp gate, and robotics facility. A lot of production is dying right now for the Barcode player. Stalkers coming in, and I'm bored. Bored of this game. Bye. Oh, no. Oh, no. He left because he was bored, and Jeff is victorious. Barcode has left the game. Battle cruisers operational. And Jeff leaves too. He had a bunch of Hellions, or Hellbats rather, coming up into this third base to roast it. Yeah, I mean, Barcode lost. He was chatty. And that excuse of I'm bored and I'm leaving when you're getting beat is always a little bit hilarious. Just a tiny bit hilarious. Poof. All right. So that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin. Wait. No. This is a compilation. Man. Talk about a short memory. Okay, this has been game 1 of the Masters compilation. We're going to move into game 2 in a little bit. And hang on to your hats. Game 2, I think it's going to be amazing. Welcome back to the Masters compilation by Falcon Paladin. Yes, I've adjusted the audio again. I kind of feel like this is a good balance, but I appreciate feedback in the comments if you have any feedback. Game number 2 of the Masters compilation will be between Grip and Tootsie here on Blackpink, the latter edition. In the top right-hand corner of the map, we've got the red Protoss player. It is Tootsie. And in the bottom left-hand corner, the blue Zerg player, Grip. All right, so I believe we've seen Grip on the channel before. I sent this one in and basically called it the WTF game of the day. So I'm very excited to see where this one is going to take us, just based on that name alone. Again, I know I've said this before, and I'll keep saying it. Masters and GM level players do not send me garbage. They don't. They're not going to send me games where they just crush the other player or where they get crushed, because that's not fun. It's not good. I guess unless it's them crushing a very well-known player, like if, for example, Grip was playing against Showtime and just smashed him, he might send that in. But I'm not sure that actually happens all that much is the problem. Anyway, the point is, Masters level games and GM level games that are sent in are generally amazing. Alright, so Overlord scouts this proxy, another attempted proxy. In games 1 and games 2 getting fairly shut down. There's a forge behind this by Tootsie. Whoa, all of the drones come off. Holy smokes. I don't know if that was all that necessary, dude. You don't have enough money to make a spawning pool even right now because your expansion's still going down. Oh, pylon, Tootsie. Tootsie throwing down a pylon, not giving up. Not giving up yet. And, oh, pylon, blocking the drone out from killing this probe while the forge finishes. What a play. Out of Tootsie, I like it very much. All right, drones, gonna try to shut this thing down. Can you put a cannon in here? Is there space for you? Nope, there's not. Oh, now there is, because he canceled the, wow, canceled the pylon. This cannon's going to be a major problem for Grip. I really don't think he has the ability. There's the cancel. Replan it somewhere else. Smart. Okay, so now the cannon's got to be canceled. He really can't do much. Are you seriously cannon rushing a Zerg still, dude? Tootsie? Or perhaps, do that? I don't know. I kind of use the term dude for everybody, regardless of what's going on for gender. And sometimes I call my little 5-year-old daughter dude, and she goes, Dad, I'm a girl. And I go, yes, that's very true, sweetheart. I guess do that. It is for you then. Anyway, I'm not intending to use it as a masculine reference, but I guess it is to a lot of people. I guess that's what matters. Oh my gosh, another pylon coming up. Tootsie's not giving up, yo. Tootsie is absolutely not giving up at this point. He's got double gas back home. He is up 26 to 19 harvesters, working on a cyber core now, and basically forcing Grip to deal with all of these all these pylons and cannons. All right, goodbye, Overlord. It's nice knowing you. Additional cannons coming up, and I don't think Grip can even get out here with drones to shut this down because there's 2 cannons patrolling that ramp inside his main base. Well, not patrolling, but protecting? Not protecting either. What's the term here? Guarding it? Guarding the exit. So these drones can't, I mean, they can get out, but most of them will die. There's a cancel, drone forced to go somewhere else. This is the most persistent Protoss player I've seen in a while in attempting crazy Gs. I mean, Grip knows about this because, yes, he's Overlord scouted it. Finally getting his natural down way over here. This would be about a 5th base, I'd say, for Grip. That's where he's forced to go. That's what he's forced to do. Working on a robotics facility. Oh, man, the tech of Tootsie is just so much higher right now. It is so much higher. Got some roaches. Going to turn those into Ravagers and get rid of these cannons. I have to assume is the plan here for Grip. Yes, Ravager 1 and a Ravager 2. Which you, oh, your supply blocked. I was going to say, which you can afford, but not in supply. Supply, the important resource in StarCraft for everybody. Everybody needs supply. As Day 9, I know this is a very Day 9-centric cast, but as Day 9 always used to say when he used to talk about StarCraft, I guess he still does, be making probes and pylons, drones and overlords, SCVs, and supply depots all the time. Always be making them. I guess until you get to a huge number of workers and you're maxed out, in which case, stop. But most games you don't get there. Most games you don't get to the 80 workers for drones. Most games you don't get to the maxed out supply. So just keep making them until the game's over. Unit doesn't lose a single unit breaking out of this with 3 roaches and a couple of Ravagers. That was a pretty nice deal too. Grip is getting cannon rushed again. That is attempt for a 3rd base here, which he's going to check out. Yeah, here we go. Roaches, Ravagers going to check this thing out and kill it. I think before these cannons even come in, yeah, absolutely. There's the cancel. A couple pylons going to die here too. I mean, units lost here is a pylon and 2 cannons. The resources lost 660 to 156. Grip has lost stuff because he had to cancel things, but hasn't lost any units thus far, which is actually fairly incredible, if I had to say. All right, Stargate, robotics facility. Working on some Immortals. here for Tootsie, and he's got an expansion coming up now too, and getting the warp gate. Whew. Okay, so his grip comes to grip with having control over his side of the map. And sending some workers over to actually start harvesting from his expansions. And finally, the last vestiges of red are gone, except for this one probe from Tootsie's, which is very mischievous. What are you doing, probe? I know you're feeling very innocent, just sitting there hovering over the ground like a ghost. But you have plans. Oh, Void Rays. Void Rays for Tootsie. With Warp Prism too. So, oh, Overlord's going to scout this. Grip with a perfect timing on the scout. You guys scout, just do it, especially Zergs. And he does end up seeing the Stargate, and you can tell, see the shape of the Void Ray in there? Right there. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see, yeah, you can tell. You can tell what it is. All right, so Hydralisk Den coming in. Gleo Reconstitution coming in for his Roaches for the speed. And got some defensive Roaches and Ravagers here at his third base. His natural is fairly well undefended. He's got a couple of Queens and a Spore there now, which is good. Overseer flying in. That War Chest skin Overseer with the dinosaur spikes, like Stegosaurus spikes, and the green. I just kind of like the green. Takes me back to my old Lego days when I used to play with Legos as a kid. Yeah, a couple of Mortal Drop trying to do stuff here at third base at Grip, but Roach Ravager, a pretty good answer to this. The Roaches, not so much, but the Ravagers, yes. That said, it's not a terrible thing. The problem is, can you do anything about, the Warp Prism? Because the Warp Prism is going to pick up these Immortals as soon as they get hit by anything. I guess they are taking some shots from the Ravagers, though. The Ravager range is really good. Oh, he does get an Immortal. Nicely done by Grip. Good target firing there on the weakened Immortal instead of the one that's closer. Void Ray trying to finish this Queen off. Queen Anti-Air pretty darn good. Spore Crawler trying to burrow on in and save the day. Corrosive Vials on the Void Ray, though, too. Get some damage off on it. Queen ends up dead anyway. Prismatic Alignment trying to kill the Spore Crawler. No, not enough. Not enough. It is gone. And it's time to, I think it might be time to go for Tootsie. You're taking a lot of shots here from these Ravagers to make this thing happen. Oh, got a Ravager kill. I guess that was worth sticking around just for that. So resources lost 2,400 for Tootsie compared to 1,200, so half that of the Zergs of the Protoss player. Are you still making? Nah, going into Phoenix now. Going into Phoenix. Immortals Robotics Bay being warped in by Tootsie and taking a third base. So we'll soon be upon equal numbered bases here with the Zerg player. It is 50 to 47 Harvesters. Drones killed is 0. Grip has not lost a single drone, and no probes have been killed either. So good job babysitting your workers, guys. At 7.5, 8 minutes into a Masters level game, it's very interesting to see that. So again, incredible aggression from the Protoss player thus far. He's fairly well on equal footing, 51 to 54 total Harvesters. Army value definitely going to favor the Zerg player there, 1,800, 1,750, maybe not. I guess Immortals and Phoenix do count as more supply than I will give them credit for generally. Here, Robotics Bay is down. Are we going to see Colossus or are we going to see Disruptor? Again, Disruptor's back. This is on 4.1.4. M. Canning has said Disruptors are back. He has showed us how they are. And I think it wouldn't be a bad thing to do, but it's going to be Colossus. It's going to be Colossus for Tootsie here today. He needs to start working on Extended Thermal Lance. I mean, you make any number of Colossus, getting that upgrade is going to be worth it. Looks like Grip is preparing to take he's taking his natural base for a 4th, and possibly a 5th here too, kind of in the middle of all the bases he's already taken. There's really no risk in doing that. He's got the creep spread protecting it pretty well. His army's on the other side of the map anyway, so expanding's a great idea. Fleet Beacon coming in for Tootsie. We've got an Extended Thermal Lance. There we go. For the Protoss player. And here comes Grip. Let's follow him. He decides to march into this third base location of the Protoss Tootsie. There's a Colossus here. There's 3 Immortals here. That seems like a pretty good deal. Lifting a couple of the units and killing them. Were the Phoenix here? Phoenix not doing too badly for themselves. Oh, Warp Prism does end up going down there, but oh, the Hydras. The Hydra's getting lifted and killed and then dropped and killed. And what a defense there by Tootsie. No, he says, I've got a pretty good army here. He's Colossus and Immortals and Phoenix. With a good Zealot mixed in, he got a kill. It's going to be all right. Grip says, you know what? Secret weapon, Hydralisks. All of the Hydras coming in now, getting grouped spines, getting the range on the Hydras, which I've seen Zerg players get first. Out of the 2 you can get here as grouped spines. Oh no, he already has muscular augments. He got muscular augments first. So he wanted speed over range, which is good if you're moving across the map. If you're being aggressive with your Hydra, speed is better. If you're being defensive, then range is actually a little bit better. just because you don't have to get as close to defend, which is real bad. Hydras are squishy. The further away they are from something they want to kill, the better. And Tootsie's going carrier. 10-minute carrier after cannon rushing the Zerg player. I mean, this dates back to the Heart of the Swarm. I think it was Railgun who got cannon rushed into carrier. Back on, dark something. It was a real dark map. I don't remember the names of the maps to save my life, but a lot of games cast on that one for sure. Back in Heart of the Swarm. Yeah, my channel is almost 3 years old, you guys. It's almost 3 years old. My first cast ever was actually Hearthstone in late February of 2015. I want to say it was the 28th, like really late February 2015. So we're getting there. I should really look. I should actually, no, we might be past it by this point. This is going to be Sunday, which is the, might not be past it. Might not be past it. I need to look and figure. I'll look between games and see when my first cast was. Roach is trying to force a cancel on Tootsie's fourth base here. A couple Stalkers. Phoenix going to be enough to chase those guys away. The majority of Grip's army, though, is up here. 177 and 138 total supply. I think Grip might have this at this point. Sure, a couple Colossus with extended thermal lance. They don't have any upgrades, though, which is not good. And, again, it used to be Colossus, Stalker, Immortal just crushed this composition. Roach, Hydra. I guess Ravagers didn't exist back then, but you get the point. Ground units. Here we go, trying to lift some of these Ravagers and kill them. Just stutter stepping forward, though, is Grip. He says, you know what? No. Not particularly interested in that. I'm just going to go ahead and kill all of your stuff. Both your Colossus are going to die. The Immortal, sure, might get a few kills back here, killing some Roaches, but then the Revenge of the Roach. Going to finish them off. It's 139 to 105 total supply. Again, the Phoenix doing pretty well for themselves. The Hydra is trying to finish them off, but focusing on the shield battery more than anything else as it does go down. Single carrier here for Tootsie. He's got the one. Got the one. He's making 3 more at a time. Are you kidding me? Is he going to clean this up with carriers? I think Grip needs to kill this base. I think what he has to do is kill this base. Just focus it down. I guess going after workers is also pretty good for that. But he can't kill this carrier. He doesn't have the anti-air for it. Does he have any Hydras in this army at all? No, he doesn't. But he does have more of them coming across the map. Is it enough Hydras to finish off this carrier? Because if it is, might be able to win this thing. Carriers that are popping out now for Tootsie do not have anything by way of interceptors. Has to make those. They don't come standard with the carrier. Oh, get out of there. Carrier survives with 7 hit points and has 14 kills. Oh my gosh, the carriers are going to hold. The carriers hold. Tootsie ends up saving his third base. Did lose a lot of probes, though. 37 probes have died. Remember what I said about both players keeping track and caring for their workers? Yeah. Tootsie was until that attack. He really should have probably pulled them somewhere else, perhaps over to this fourth base location, which really could use a few more workers. Oh, hey, Roach attack. Roach attack. Yeah, with cannons and a shield battery, you're not breaking this Grip. Sorry. Can you get out of range with cannons, though, is the question. Yeah. Back. There's your spot. There's your spot of happiness. Oh, but don't get tricked. Don't get tricked into going closer to the cannons. Yeah, Stalker says, hey, why don't you come try to kill me? I've got a shield battery with full energy over here. And the Roaches decide not to accept the taunt. And instead, will die. Not even facing his antagonist. Dark Shrine coming in for Tootsie. When behind Dark Shrine, he's down 69 to 54 Harvesters. That's 169 to 106. Total supply. Grip's working on a 6th base. Up on the left side of here, his 5th base is in construction as well. Morphin right on in. Continuing to try to make this Roach Hydra thing work, which, I mean, I guess against the carriers, not bad. Hydras, just look at them walking in. Oh my gosh. +2 attack on those guys, too. Carrier down, carrier down, carrier down. I mean, Hydra count getting fairly obliterated at the same time. It did cost him pretty much all of his Hydras to do that, and everybody's forced to retreat because there's no anti-air and the Roaches have to run. Viper's coming in. Perhaps an Abduct would not be a bad move. Blinding Cloud, actually, pretty good, too. Pretty good in the situation. Let's see if Blinding Cloud might come into play here. Yeah, I mean, 6th base coming out for Grip. 4th base getting saturated for Tootsie. 3rd base is still alive. Again, didn't lose it. Hasn't lost it yet, but it's not looking good. Okay, so Dark Shrine done. How many Overseers do you have, Grip? 1 of those. Okay. Seems very tenuous a situation to be in. Viper's consuming, sucking energy off Hatchery. Both extractors here at the 5th base location, which is new and pretty hard to get to for Tootsie. I think that's why this location was chosen. To get there, you pretty much have to kill either this base or this base in order to get to it. And so he figured if that happens, I'm dead anyway, so might as well make this hatchery a little less on the HP. Dark Shrine's done. I don't see any Dark Templar that are warping. Oh, one DT has warped in for Tootsie. Where is it? Where is your one Dark Templar, dude? On this screen? Oh, there he is. There he is. He's going to defend. Warping in more, perhaps? Yeah, a couple more Dark Templar here. And, oh, is there any detection? What? He didn't bring detection. There's the abduct on a couple of the carriers, but not far enough. Dark Templar are in here just hacking away right now. Parasitic Bomb going up as well. Hydra's not target firing down the carriers. Did you recognize the DTs? I think he recognized the Dark Templar were in there. And he's forced to retreat from this location. Where is his Overseer? Is it coming to meet his army? I don't know if it is. The DT is pulling back anyway. Again, third base is saved pretty much thanks to those Dark Templar. I'd have to say, how many kills do you guys have? 2 kills on you. One. Really? You're only responsible for that many? I guess they did enough damage where the interceptors from the carriers probably finished off more of that army. Yeah, that makes sense. 7th base popping for Grip right now. Tootsie's doing stuff. Is that 4th base? Not super well defended, and I think Grip recognizes that. All right, so he sends his Zerglings in. They've got +2 armor, but no attack upgrades at all. All right, so cannon does go down. Another cannon does go down, despite the fact that there's a shield battery here. Shield battery quickly depleted of its energy. Big old Roach Hydra army. Finishing off that 4th base, it does explode before the army can show up here for Tootsie. Archon's chasing this army away, and then Tootsie decide to pull back, reconsolidate. Also is replanting his 4th base, as a good Masters level player should do. Grip is going to go ahead and pop out a few Infestors. What upgrades does he have for them? Absolutely nothing, except for Pathogen Glands. I apologize, Pathogen Glands. A lot of Infestors, more Infestors than I've seen in a while. 7 with 3 more on the way, 10 Infestors. Ladies and gents, all right. Feeling good about that if you're a Zerg player. Perhaps, what are we doing here? It's got to just be fungal, right? He's not going for Neural Parasite. Ultralisk's in production. Well, not in production. Ultralisk Cavern and Aspire in production. Grip working on +3 weapons for Tootsie, his air weapon. Oh, Infested Terrans. Oh, boy. All right, Infested Terran doing their anti-air stuff against these Interceptors. Not really target firing anything, but the Interceptor lost count right now is up to 90. And not going anywhere anytime soon. Look at the little blue explosions everywhere. Archon's trying to deal with these guys. Zealot's trying to finish them off as well. But, oh, the Interceptor dead count, 136. Somehow, Parasitic Bomb is getting tossed down here as well. I guess not somehow. That's the Vipers dealing. Interceptors available 7. And that's it. Tootsie's defeated. Grip is your victorious in 17 minutes and 59 seconds. Wow, Infested Terrans putting down the hammer on the Protoss player there for sure. 150 Interceptors died. And I think most of that was in that final battle. He ended up with 7. Yeah, 7 Interceptors for 7 carriers. That is the weakness of the carrier. They need those Interceptors to be useful at all. And look at these carriers. You'd think they'd be scary and intimidating, but no, they don't have anything with which to attack. Well, all right. Resources lost in that game, 20,000 for Tootsie, 20,000 for Grip. Mostly in the form of roaches. 63 roaches and 55 Hydras died. 10 Ravagers, 5 Vipers, no bases. Didn't lose a single building in that game, which is a testament to how well he reacted to those cannon rush attempts. Tootsie lost 8 carriers, 8 Immortals, 2 Nexuses, last one in that final battle there, and a couple Colossus with a couple Archons. All right, that's it for Game 2. Let's come back with one more game. It's going to be a Game 3 featuring Mini Titan. Hey, local favorite Mini Titan. And we'll be back in just a second. Final game of the Masters compilation will be between Mini Titan and Blitzed here on Biogenesis, the latter edition. In the top left-hand corner, we've got the green Protoss player. It is Mini Titan, representing Jamet and his teammate. In the bottom right-hand corner, the blue Protoss player, Blitzed, also from Jamet, as heavily implied. All right, we've seen a game between these players before, haven't we? And it was an amazing game, too. So stick around for this PvP. I know you're like, it's a mirror matchup. Kill me now. But no, I'm not going to kill you because this is a great game. People don't send me games that stink at this level. So it's going to be a good PvP. I don't know in what way I just trust that these two players know what they're talking about when they say it's going to be a good game. Again, I love this skin so much. The orange lasers is just pretty. It's so pretty. I know I talked about how pretty Far Cry 4 was back in my Let's Play on Wednesday, but this is just blah, blah. It's very nice. It's very nice indeed. Top left-hand corner, Mini Titan does not have the skin. In fact, it has no skin at all, as near as I can tell. Although other skins that don't apply, I think there are skins that don't apply to workers, right? Or is it just everything? It might be just be everything. I don't know enough about skins. I just don't care about cosmetics. I mean, except for the fact that I appreciate the fact that StarCraft is keeping their microtransactions to cosmetics, because any other place to put cosmetics breaks the game. Especially if you happen to be multiplayer. I'm looking at you. Certain game made by EA in the last year. I guess that might apply to all of them, though, huh? Oh, shots fired at Electronic Arts. Oh boy. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. Let's talk about the game. Both players are going for a cybernetics core, but Mini Titan expanding way before Blitz is doing it. I guess not way before. Blitz could do it soon. He's saving up his money a little bit, but it could just be a straight up one base attack. Cybercore 2-gate, not making zealots because zealots are useless in PvP. Just don't make them. Don't make them. Adepts are a little more expensive, but infinitely more useful. Tell him Falcon Paladin said that. Infinitely more useful. Okay, good. I'm glad we have that taken care of. Stalkers. So 2 Stalkers here from Blitz doing a very standard build. He is skipping the expansion, which means he'll have his units out more quickly. Cybercore out, robotics facility coming in. What is Mini Titan going for? He's not making anything for going for an early expansion. And then I guess we'll be making a Stalker now. Just kidding. 1 Stalker versus 2 Stalkers, though. I know you passed kindergarten, so you're aware that 2 is bigger than 1. Although, I don't know, maybe some of you haven't passed kindergarten. Have some of you not passed kindergarten? You can share that. I won't laugh at you. That would be an interesting life story, actually. You know how Reddit does AMAs, Ask Me Anythings? They're basically just question and answer sessions on Reddit. It'd be interesting to get someone who has, like, no education. 0 education at all. Which is going to be hard to find, I think, in most first world countries. Although there are some fairly desolate areas of the country that, like, the government doesn't exactly exist for the most part. Maybe you can get somebody like that, or maybe somebody who grew up in another country where education isn't even all that common, and it's not that weird that this person never actually went to any formal schooling. I'm trying to decide, if I never had formal schooling, would I bother learning how to read? I don't know. I mean, I love reading, but how would I know that I love to read unless I did it? Mysterious. These are good Velociraptor questions. All right, Oracle moving out here for Blitz. Oh, snap. We have Oracle. Oracle's name is Trump. The U.S. president was loud and heard by the Protoss, and he annoyed them. So they abducted him and put him in an Oracle. The Protoss told Trump that if he got 4 kills, he could go home to finish building his wall. Wow. All right, 4 kills time. Trump, the Oracle. Ready, set, go. 1, 2. Holy smokes, he's going to get it. 3, 4. Oh, they sent him home. He can finish building his wall. Good job, Trump the Oracle. That worked out super well. I mean, didn't get many more than that. Oh, 8? Really? Okay, 8 probe kills. That's substantially more than I thought. Yeah, you can build your whole wall twice, the Protoss say. Way to go. Way to go, killing our enemies like that. Oh, look at that Void Ray. Look at the pretty Void Ray. Oh, that didn't really work out. There it is. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Actually, it kind of looks like it has, like, boils on it. Zits or something. And they're shiny, though? So, maybe I'm taking it back. Maybe I don't think it's that pretty after all. Nah, I like it. I like the shine and the reflection. It's good. Trump the Oracle throws down a stasis ward at the front, so that Mini Titan can't really do too much against him that way. And here comes Stalker. Immortal Pressure here with a Warp Prism popping on in here too. Oh, it's catching all 3 Stalkers in stasis. Oh no. Oh, then it got recovered from replay. Are you serious? That's where the game died? Right when that stasis ward popped? That's hilarious. That's really funny. Blitz is not doing anything about this. He should really go pick off that Immortal, but now additional Stalkers have showed up. It might be too late, and these guys are going to come out. Dude, Blitz, no. 2 Void Rays, couple Stalkers, 3 Zealots. Are we going to do this thing? We're going to push in Mini Titan. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. And yeah, the Void Rays come in. Stalkers say, what up, Void Rays? Dude, use Prismatic Alignment. There it is. Prismatic Alignment. One of the Void Rays does end up getting killed there. Zealots right on top of the Stalkers. Good target firing there, but lifting. Oh, the micro on display here. Immortal gets killed by Void Ray, though. Is it enough? It's not enough. Warp Prism can't escape. Also dead. Blitzed handled that exceptionally well. Wow, it's 62 to 42 total supply right now. Even worker count Blitzed army is extensively bigger than Mini Titans. He's slow warping in Zealots right now. That's how desperate he is. Getting shield batteries for defense, but I think Blitzed has a nice window in which to just win here. Honestly, I do. Oh, losing a Stalker was not good, though. Oracle versus Stalker. Here's our Zealot versus Zealot battle. Void Ray, a big piece of this puzzle right now for Blitz. But 3 Stalkers come in. Oh, huge warping from Mini Titan right now. Going to try to focus down the Void Ray, and they're going to get it. Absolutely going to get it. That's down. Still, Zealot from Blitz doing some more damage here. 14 probes have been lost by Mini Titan thus far. And it's only 29 to 53 Harvesters. More Zealots do join the party, though. Stalker trying to chase them away. Mini Titan. Oh, Oracle for Blitz. They're trying to get engaged here as well. Has 9 kills. Another army for Blitzed coming up. Prismatic Alignment. Oh, going down on the Stalkers. Shield battery out of energy. Stalker gone. Immortal getting taken out by this Void Ray. Good gravy. And a shield battery, too. This is an incredible back and forth right now. Blitz trying to do what he can. Mini Titan defending desperately, warping in nothing but Stalkers, which seems like a great choice, as he does finish off those Zealots and chases away the Void Ray. That only has 2 kills, but seems like it did so much more for Blitz. The problem is he can't run. The Stalkers are faster than it is. Like, maybe get on this high ground and hide out for a bit? You're just doing a beeline, straight line home, aren't you? Oh, well, he survived anyway, I guess. Maybe Mini Titan figured it was a trap, but it wasn't. Definitely wasn't a trap. Okay, so it's 37 to 29 Harvesters. Blitzed is up there, and army value 1100 to 900. He's also up there. Mini Titan trying to probe back up again. Again, losing 23 probes. 23 probes lost, but he's only down by 6 because he's been macroing harder than Blitzed has. He got his expansion down earlier. He's been able to consistently make workers, which means maybe you'll lose battles. Maybe you'll lose workers, which is never good, but I don't know. Maybe you can make up for it in the long run. Templar Archives warping in for the Blitzed. Oh, yeah. Also did want to mention, be sure to check me out on Gauntlet. I will be casting for Gauntlet, StarCraft, Gauntlet SC2. Yeah, Gauntlet SC2 at 6 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States at twitch.tv/GauntletSC2. Come say hi. It's the Gauntlet Global Open. We get players from everywhere, from all levels, from Masters to GM to Pro. We had, who did we have? Sort of came last week. That was kind of cool. I almost said that was sort of cool, but then I said, no dad jokes. I don't do dad jokes, even though I'm a dad. I'm not a huge fan of puns, which thereby opens myself up to getting a lot of puns in the comments because I know how you guys work. Anyway, yeah, come say hi. You don't have to be there the whole time. I mean, it goes from 6 to sometimes 10, sometimes as late as 10 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes not, though. It kind of depends on how things work. But yeah, Special's been there, Scarlet's been there, Neeb's been there. Never know who's going to drop by. Snoop has also shown up, Lozira. Some real big names have been there, so come say hello. Come watch as I cast live StarCraft with a co-caster, Just Jordan. A fine, upstanding individual from the state of Florida. Far away from me, but we are close in companionship and friendship. Third Nexus done for Mini Titan here. Third Nexus done for Blitzed. 46 to 46 Harvesters. Mini Titan has done a great job catching back up. Just a fantastic job catching back up for sure. Okay, so composition. 3 Archons for Blitzed, a Stalker, 2 Void Rays, and an Oracle, with a couple Sentries and 12 Zealots. Mini Titan has 14 Stalkers and 2 Sentries. I don't think that's enough. No, though his army value is bigger, 4,100 compared to 26 for Blitzed. It's just mass Stalker. These guys have charge, and they do have charge. They're so much better. All right, Mini Titan says, you know what? Pure Stalker with, okay, 2 Zealots. 2 Zealots, going to be enough, making a Dark Shrine 2. I guess he figures he's behind, which maybe he is, but 1 behind Dark Shrine. Did I misread that? No, Blitz just took a huge lead in army value. What did he just make? Probably warped in a ton of Zealots, if I had to guess. Look at those orange sentries, too. I like them. Little suns spinning around in there. Oh, Stalker's coming in while the army moves out for Blitz. Did Mini Titan time that? I don't know if he timed it or what, but oh boy. Goodbye, Pylon. Goodbye, Pylon. Gonna depower these warp gates at the front. Blitz is not coming home, ladies and gentlemen. We're base racing. We're base racing. Third base absolutely gonna die for Blitz. Nothing can save it. Third base of Mini Titan gonna die too. There's nothing here either. All right, it's gonna be I already said base race, but it's a base race. Mini Titan, Dark Templar, surprisingly really good in base races in PvP. Mini Titan might have the edge if he can get some DTs out. Where is he warping that thing in? Way back in his main case. So it should survive long enough. If he can save some supply, he keeps losing Nexuses and Pylons, though, which is not very good. Stalkers for Mini Titan trying to do stuff. Void Ray trying to stop them. Sorry, Void Ray. It was not meant to be. Dude, you got to keep going. Go up that ramp. Go up the ramp, Blitz. You can't save it. I guess maybe some charge lots might be enough. Rawr, charge lot probes. Oh, good blink, though, for Mini Titan getting out of there. Dude, you got to go. Blitzed. You got to go. He is going. Stalker is microing to within an inch of their lives, trying to make this thing happen. Trying to stay alive is all they really have to do. But buying a lot of precious time is Blitz to do some things. He's got harvesting bases too, which is really good for him. Void Rays, Zealot, Archon at the front. Archon blocking it. Dude, come on, Archon, get up there. There we go. Blitz finally doing some correct micro here and warping in the DTs. Mini Titan with the Dark Templar warping. He does get it. No detection from Blitz. The Dark Templar are going to wreck everything on the ground here, but the Void Rays, still a problem. Can't do anything about the Void Rays. He's got to keep these Stalkers alive. I really think Mini Titan, I don't know if he can, though. Is the problem here. Guardian Shield. Guardian Shield. It would be so good if there was Guardian Shield, but there's not. That's okay. All right, so Void Rays here to destroy things. Zealots do finish off the Twilight Council before the Dark Templar get rid of them. Oh, actually still here in the probe line as well, killing stuff. Mini Titan takes a base in the top right-hand corner, trying to hold that one. And everything in the main base is going to die. There's that Dark Shrine. It is going to fall. Replacement Dark Shrine being built. Good foresight by Mini Titan. And here come the offensive Dark Templar. Dude, Blitz, still no detection? Still no detection. Has his Oracle, right? Has an Oracle. He could Revelate these guys. Could toss down the Revelation spell on them, but they're so slippery. They are so fast to get away sometimes. Oh, that probe was long distance mining. Came back into the main base of Mini Titan and said, "What happened?" And then died. I mean, I know you couldn't hear it. That's exactly what happened. He said, "What happened?" And he was killed. Yeah, Dark Templar are just base racing on their own right now. Is that all there is? Yeah, there is an Observer and 4 Dark Templar for Mini Titan versus 8 Zealots, 3 Void Rays, and an Oracle. Dude, where is your Oracle? And how are you not? I guess Oracle's hanging out with the army just in case. You could throw down Revelation. You got full energy. Does he not know about that spell? I guess he just doesn't care. I mean, everything here is faster than the Dark Templar. 394 move speed, 413 move speed. Another base going to go down. Of course, the fact that Zealots have to stop to attack this is a bit of a problem, as the Dark Templar can kill all of them. He's already got 5 kills. He has a mentor. Dude, I cannot believe you're not Revelating this thing. I guess Oracle's scouting over this way. Oh, Oracle, finish off that mineral line. Oracle, you found him. There it is. He decides to go back. We have to go back. I guess get him. Get him, Oracle. Get him, Trump. Is this Trump? That's another one, I think. Trump had more kills, didn't he? I guess no. You're going to let them run. That's cool. That's totally fine. Yeah, this base in the top right for Mini Titan is going to die. I think Blitz has this. I just think in a straight-up base race scenario, even if the DTs live, which is not a guarantee, there's just a lot more DPS on the ground. And in the skies for Blitz. These 3 Void Rays and 7 Zealots. Zealots with +2 attack, mind you, pretty fantastic. I'm not sure why the Assimilator is the priority here, but they're focusing down the Assimilator. Another attempt at a base here from Mini Titan. Zealots saying, no, you're not allowed to have that one. Dark Templar hacking away at everything with their blades the best that they can. Probes trying to attack in here too, but in the end, I just don't see this working out for Mini Titan. Not today. His friend Blitz, it looks like, is going to be your victor. Bottom left-hand corner taken by Blitz, unless Dark Templar shut this down. Oh, Dark Templar and some probes coming down this way to get rid of it. Is that a cannon? Oh my goodness, a cannon. A cannon for Blitz, but it's not building fast enough. Block it in. Block it in. Yep, cannon's not going to finish. Holy shamoly. All right, cannon down, base toast. Top right base for Mini Titan toast as well, though, so tit for tat. What comes around goes around. Actually, I believe it's what goes around comes around. Is that the saying? Believe it is. All right, so Mini Titan was being revealed and then immediately rebuilt his Nexus in the middle of nowhere so as to be hard to find. If you build it at a base, sure, you can mine from it, but then your opponent can find it more easily. So Mini Titan thinking ahead. It's that meme. It's that meme where the guy's tapping his forehead and he's like, can't kill your final Nexus if your final Nexus isn't at a mining base. I don't know if that was the correct, appropriate use of that meme. I'm not great at memes, as you can tell. All right, so bottom left base for Blitzed is gone. Last Nexus looks like it's going to die here as well. You did not lose your Oracle. Here, Oracle's still alive. Oracle, toss down some Revelation. Looks like it did something. It actually might have killed one of the DTs. There are 5 of them here. Oh, did he really just walk past that?
Base is under attack.
He saw it, though. Oh, no, he saw it. The final base of Mini Titan. He's going to be revealed. Canceled it, but doesn't have enough to build a Nexus anyway. Oh, Mini Titan. You dead. You dead. You got a pylon remaining. That's your final building. I don't see how you can save it. The Void Rays alone are going to take that thing down. Blitzed, though, lost his final Nexus. There's just more buildings remaining, though. Mini Titan, no. I was going to say, Mini Titan, there you go. Final one down. Oracle finishing it off as well. Nope. Oh my gosh, he made another one over here. Mini Titan.
Your presence is under attack.
Why are you doing this? It's over, man. It's over. I mean, I understand. I get it. You're playing against your buddy. You're going to troll him a little bit. Oh, pylon up here, too. Yeah, that one's toast. This is hilarious. Dude, you don't have to send everything. Just send a Void Ray to each of these places. Production tab empty. Yeah, 18 to 29 available supply for Blitzed. And does he really? Oh, wow. Blitzed has no pylons and no probes. Wait, no pylons and no nexuses. Yeah. So no available supply, but 29 of it regardless. Okay, Mini Titan, is this it? Is this it? Nope. He says no. Because what? No, really? Okay, this? He just started this. Why do I think he should be dead? I kind of feel like he should be dead. There's no Blitz. Oh, he's got this one down here. No Blitz, you're blowing it. You can't lose these buildings. Bring over a Void Ray and an Oracle and prevent these buildings from dying. Oh my gosh. Blitz is defeated! Mini Titan is somehow, someway your victor. Could he have built anything else? Where are you? Do you have workers? No, didn't have any probes left either. Mini Titan. What a silly, silly game. What a silly, silly game that was. I guess that's what happens when you play against teammates sometimes. Silliness ensues. All right. All right. I think that's going to be it. I don't know. We're past an hour mark at this point, I believe. Resources lost. But look at that. 15 and 2 and 15 and 2. 22,000 resources lost for both players, fairly even across the board. Amazing, amazing stuff. Yeah, base races, they're fun. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This is Ben, Falcon Paladin, coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.